All the time, actually. I wake up to or come home to beautiful handwritten notes and cards and letters.
Wow, the pressure is now on.
Sometimes the penmanship, though, is a little bit difficult to read.
Felicity, I'll start with you. When was the last time you received a great handwritten letter, and could you read it? Was the penmanship of the person as nice as Anthony's was in the film?
I know there's no point writing a letter if it can't be read, is there? All that effort and you can't read someone's handwriting, it kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, I absolutely I'm so nostalgic about letter writing. I think it's lovely. I think it's such a pleasure and a privilege to receive a letter. The effort that goes into it, that people have sat down and said, I'm going to actually take this time to write to you, is very special. And I've got all sorts of letters that I've preserved over the years from my family members, and I mean, I'm a terrible hoarder. I hang on to things and when I should definitely sort them out. But I'm very sort of sentimental in that way. I think letter writing is wonderful.
You know, it's funny, I save a lot of stuff too, and I recently found a letter where I asked our high school quarterback out on a date, and he said no, but he said it in such a nice way that I'm actually really glad I saved the letter.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I save all that stuff. Shailene, the last time you got a great handwritten letter?
My gosh, I am very fortunate to get lots of handwritten letters from a very incredibly special human being in my life. All the time, actually. I wake up to or come home to beautiful handwritten notes and cards and letters.
Wow, the pressure is now on.
Sometimes the penmanship, though, is a little bit difficult to read. Luckily, I have someone to translate.
And he's sitting right next to me. Tell him hi, by the way, and congratulations on the engagement. I have to talk about timing, because this movie to me is also a great example of how timing can really be pivotal. So Felicity, I'll go back to you. What's the best example of just you were in the right place at the right time? Great timing.
God, that's when things sort of come together, isn't it? I think probably professionally was actually it's a director that both Shailene and I have worked with, called Doremus, and I remember making that film and doing the tape for that, and I think there was definitely something kind of in the universe that the timing of that was so right in that moment, which sort of kicked me off and got me started on doing what I absolutely love. But I always think if timing's on your side at certain moments, then you have good fortune.
Yeah, I would say that everything is always great timing. Whether sometimes when the challenges occur in life and when things are difficult, I always like to think that it's not great timing, or I ask the question, why is this happening right now? And then in retrospect, you look back and you go, wow, that I needed that lesson and that challenge in order to be the human that I am now, or to grow past this, or to get out of that relationship, or to get into a relationship. So I think that timing is always on our side, even when it doesn't appear so.
That's a great point. Let's talk spontaneity for a minute, because Anthony, you know, to your character, Jen's like, just come with me. And she's like, not as easy as you think, actually. I'm in a marriage right now. What's the most spontaneous thing you've done, Shailene, in the last, I'll give it 2 years, because I know this past year is kind of strange.
I was going to say, it's been very difficult to be spontaneous in the past 24 months or 17 months. Man, I'm a pretty spontaneous person by nature. Actually, the other day, I had a very spontaneous day. I was with my mom and her fiancé, and we were driving around our hometown for a quick visit, going to all of the places that unintentionally, I was just like, why don't we explore the town and we'll show everyone where we grew up and how we lived. And we passed a local suburban county fair and got off the freeway and went to the fair and rode the janky rides that could probably kill us. And that was a very spontaneous fun. We went and played pickleball. It was just everything, nothing was planned. It all unfolded moment by moment. And it ended with some really cheap but delicious margaritas at the local Mexican joint that I grew up grew up frequenting.
Two quick things. One, your mom's also getting married? Are you guys doing a double thing?
My mom is also getting married. Everyone is getting married right now in my world. Everyone in my family, everyone's getting married, having babies. It's a lot. There's a lot happening.
I can't wait to hear about pickleball.
Oh, it's so fun. It's addicting.
So fun. Bye.
Congratulations. Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Pickleball is actually very, very
Yeah,
fun.
let's cut.
What is it exactly?
It's a form of, it's not tennis, but it's a smaller